Hello everyone, Felipe here, talking from Gracie Berlin, BJJ Academy here again. Sadly, it's not an excuse for us to stop training. Today I'm here with Danya. Alright, we're going to continue with the classes that we've been doing. We're going to do some solo drills. I'm going to explain them they real quick. Some drills and some positions as well, so you guys can keep up with your training during this time. Alright, let's start everyone. Okay, people, so as usual, stretching, the way you do, move the head sideways, up and down, circling the head, okay, taking more time than what I'm explaining, just so you guys can get the gist, moving the arms, okay, back and forth, both arms, back and forth, okay, no rush here, okay guys, just so you can feel stretched enough to start. Okay, moving the hips, also both sides, just so you can loosen it up. First exercise that we're going to do is bridging. Okay, we've done many times. Hip up. I'm going to keep my elbows together. Head and shoulder goes on the floor, extending my body. Now that I'm here, I'm going to extend my arm above the head until we can touch the mat. Come back with my elbows connected to my ribs. Same thing to the other side. Head and shoulder on the floor, stretch the body, stretch the arm, and touch the mat. Once to this side, the same to the other side. 10 times each side, okay guys? Next one, hip skate. Just moving the hips, shoulders, and feet. I'm gonna stay on the floor. So as I have my left foot on the floor, people turning my hips, as I have my right foot on the floor, turning my hips to the right. I'm gonna stay on my toes here on the floor, putting my weight over my shoulder, using my leg to push the hip all the way back. I bring my hip back, same thing to the other side. Now with the left foot stays. I'm gonna turn my hips to the left, weight on my shoulder. Just my hips are gonna move back. My feet and my shoulders stay on the floor all the way back. Elbows and knees close together. I come back, switch my feet, turn my hips up, feet and shoulders stay. Same thing to the other side. 10 times each side of one. Okay, the other one that we're going to do is going to be the long step. I'm going to be in the turtle position, elbows and knees on the floor. I'm going to open up my left elbow. As I open up the left elbow, I'm going to take a back step here with the right leg. Pay attention, people, foot and knee stay on the floor. My hip stay above. Okay, I don't want to sit, otherwise I lose my pressure. I want to keep my foot and my knee on the floor. I go back to the position, open up the right elbow, step with the left, foot and knee stays, hip above the floor. Once to this side, the same to the other side. Also 10 times each side, everyone. All right. The other one that is important, people, especially for the passes that we're going to start working, it's going to be bear crawls, right? So I'm going to be on my hands and toes, and here I'm just going to take 3 steps forward and 3 steps back, okay? We can do that 5 times to the front, 5 times to the back. Pay attention, everyone, not to stay with the hip all the way up. Here, knees bent, just moving forward and moving back. And last but not least, we're gonna roll over the shoulder. Pay attention, everyone. Never over the head, always over the shoulder. Both legs are gonna go over my left shoulder. I can use my hands now, landing on my knees. Hand stays, shoulder returns, over the shoulder blade, rolling forward, landing in the same line that we had before. Same thing to the other side, both legs. Over the right shoulder, left hand on the floor. Land on my knees, shoulder returns, and forward again. Relax with your hips, back, and forward. If you're already comfortable with this, you can go all the way down the hip, and forward again without using the feet. Just our core strength and hips. Okay? So people, to warm up, solo drills, you can do that 5 times each side. Okay, back and forth. Should be enough so you can start with the drills at the park. Okay everyone, we're gonna continue working from top close guard. Okay guys, so first of all, I just want to show how to stand up from here. I'm gonna show to you options. Okay, first of all, just coming up. Okay, important that we have a good posture, knees apart, hips low, looking forward. Okay, every time I look down, my partner can simply bring me down. Okay, so very important that we keep postured up, hands on our partner's belly. So from here, if I want to bring my right leg up, upper body goes to the left, foot flat on the floor on my heel. Okay, I want to shift my weight now towards my right, so I can lift my left leg up, and I'm gonna stay here in base. When you're up, pay attention everyone, knees in front of your feet, okay? Otherwise, she can grab my ankles and push me down, okay? Exactly. Okay, so very important, as long as I have this pressure here, then it's not gonna be able to push me down. Never looking down as well, otherwise then it can start attacking my arm, for example. Okay, going for arm bar. Okay, so very important, people, always here. She doesn't have the chance to do that. I'm gonna go back, sit on my heels and have the same, and do the same thing to the other side. Very important, people, looking forward. I'm looking at you here while I do this. Okay, so now, upper body to the right, left leg up, upper body to the left, right leg up, and here, knees in front of the feet, hips low, posture up. I go back, and I do the same to the other side. 1 and 2 and 1. Okay, if you guys are already comfortable with this, we're going to do the same, but we're gonna bring our partners up, okay? So I'm gonna have grips on my partner's collar. I'm gonna come up. As I come up, people, deadlifting, okay? Using the hip to bring my partner up. And here, I'm gonna connect my knees under my opponent's hip and just keep the control, hips low. I'm gonna gently place Dania back. And I'm going to do the same to the other side. So again, 1 and 2, hips forward, bring our partners with me, posture, hips low. Alright? So this one, people, you can do 2 minutes each. Whoever's on the bottom gets to the top, do another 2 minutes. Alright? Moving forward. Alright, people, so now we're gonna work with some grip fighting here as well. So then it's gonna be working here to break my posture. As I said, knees apart, hips low, upper body straight, hands on my partner's belly, okay, controlling here. And then it's gonna be trying to break my posture. And I have to be very careful here that she doesn't bring my arm all the way through. So if she starts breaking my grip here on her belly, never going all the way like this, you're exposing your arm, your neck, your back. Okay, people, so pay attention. So she breaks my posture here, elbow next to the hip. I'm gonna break the grip. I'm gonna go back. She does the same to the other side. Okay, I block with my elbow on the hip, breaking the grip, returning to the same position. If she breaks my grip and then controls my collar, very important everyone, hand under the elbow, bring my hand around, break the grip, and come up, okay? Avoid bringing your hands on the floor, all right? This is a very dangerous situation. She can get swept, she can get kimuda, okay? So basically what's gonna happen is Dania's gonna be trying to break my posture, do whatever you want, Dania, and I'm just here fighting her grips, trying to stay posture, trying to look forward at all times, okay? Just fighting her attacks right here so I can stay posture, okay? This one, everyone, again, 2 minutes, one of you on top, trying to break the posture, and then we switch, whoever's on the bottom gets on top, okay? Okay, everyone, so last week we spent a lot of time defending attacks from the close guard, and now people, now that we get a good posture, we're gonna start opening the close guard and passing. All right, so I'm gonna show in front of you and then sideways so you can understand what I mean. All right, like I said, every time, people, posture, okay, looking forward. I wanna have my chubby part of the hand here under my opponent's ribs, okay? I wanna be pushing my partner's ribs here forward so I can create an uncomfortable situation for Dania here, okay? So, and I can start passing. So for me, people, what is important is to create some distance between our hips. Because as long as Dania has her hip connected to my hip, she's gonna have a really strong guard, okay? I'm way bigger than Dania, but if I just try to push her leg down right here, it's not gonna work because our hips are connected. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, is to create this space. So always posture, okay everyone? I'm gonna start pushing her ribs forward and I'm gonna start moving myself away, okay? I'm gonna take 1 step back, 2 steps back. I'm gonna keep looking forward. I'm gonna push her ribs up and push myself away, okay? From here, people, I'm gonna keep this distance and I have to be careful with my elbows. Why is that? Because if I keep myself like this, then it's gonna start grabbing my sleeves, bringing her knees in, and she's gonna put me in this position, okay? So as soon as I broke the guard, I wanna bring my elbows under her knees, and I'm gonna start pushing her knees up with my forearms until I can have a good control. As long as I'm here, then I can grab my arms as much as she wants. She doesn't have any attacks from here, and I can start passing. Okay? So showing sideways for you, everyone. So again, Tanya has a close guard, hips with hip. Okay? Very difficult situation for me to work. And first of all, I want to be postured. I want to have a good base. If I'm here, I know that my opponent is going to be working, but as long as I have a good control, it's not a problem. So, like I said, chubby part under the rib. I'm gonna push her ribs forward, and I'm gonna take 1 step back, 2 step back, okay? Without looking down, always looking forward, I'm gonna push her ribs forward, and I'm gonna push myself away. From here, elbows under her knees. I'm gonna open my elbow, and I'm gonna start pushing her knees up until I can bring her hip up and get a good control. From here, I'm just gonna keep my knees under her hip, hands together, and I'm gonna have my both forearms under her under her knees, so I can have a good control. If Tanya wants to play guard right now, she's gonna have a really hard time because I'm pushing her hips up, and I'm gonna be controlling her both legs. So from here, I have a really big advantage. Okay, so in a regular speed, controlling the ribs, posture. I'm gonna go 1 and 2, push her forward, push myself back, knees in, push forward, and I'm safe. All right? Now, we're gonna open the guard just like we did, pushing the ribs up. I walk away from her, push her away from me, push myself away from her, elbows in, I open my elbow, got her hips up, and I'm controlling her here. Okay, now I want to have full control of her legs, so I'm going to open my elbows and I'm going to grab my own arm, bringing her both knees over my shoulder. Very important, people, we're going to work with the double under. This is the name of this position. And for the double under to work, I need her both knees over my shoulder. Okay, here I have a good control. If you try to work from here, this is not going to be possible. As long as the legs are over the bicep, then it can move away and push me down, okay? On the other hand, as long as I'm here, try to do that, okay? I'm gonna have a good control. So from here, people, I'm gonna cross my arm and I'm gonna control her collar, if we're talking gi, okay, with my thumb in, or her shoulder, if we're talking no gi, up to you, all right? Now, I'm gonna have the control. I'm gonna drive myself forward. I need to put pressure on her. So people, no knees on the floor. Just like the bear crawls, I'm gonna go over my toes. And here, if I'm grabbing her right shoulder, I'm gonna move towards the left. And here, pushing forward with my chest until I can clear the leg. And now, I'm gonna have the side control, okay? Marry a jiu-jitsu trainer this time. So, again, same thing. I'm gonna push her away, walk away, push myself away from her, elbows in, boom, having the control of the hip. From here, I'm gonna go around with my arm and hug her legs to make sure they're over my shoulder. I'm gonna cross my hand and I'm gonna get either the grip on the collar or on the shoulder, okay, depending on what is available. People, very important, toes on the floor, driving ourselves forward. Why is that? If I stay on my knees, pressure is on the floor, okay? I need to move forward so I can keep the pressure on her. I'm grabbing her left shoulder, so I'm gonna move towards the right. And here, people, head stays, so I don't lose the pressure, pushing forward, and I'm side control. Okay, everyone, so make sure, guys, that you practice those. If you have any questions, you can put in the comments, or we meet on Saturday, and we can talk about them again, all right? Thank you very much, Daniel, for the help. Thank you very much, everyone. Awesome job. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.